Let's get started.
Thank you, Charlie. Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and our guest, Tyler. If you were to go on a ride with the Santa Rosa Cycling Club, you would be taken on to roads with bucolic views and beautiful vistas, places in the county that you did not know existed. If you went on enough rides, you would meet a person that you did not know existed. An opinionated, obstinate octogenarian, a man named Nicola. At 83 years old, this ex-racer is a strong rider. He is hard to keep up with. If your friends buy you lunch, but your best friends eat your lunch, Nicola verges on being a best friend. I'm going to share with you the experience of being Nicola's friend through the 5 senses. I also want to impress upon you that not all of your friends need to be pleasant people. The first sense, sight. When you see Nicola, he will be disheveled. He will probably have food particles on him. His beard will have, I don't know what, but you wouldn't be surprised if he would pull out a baguette and a hunk of cheese at any moment. Windows on the World was a famous restaurant on the World Trade Center. It had fantastic views of New York City. Windows on the World is not a phrase that you want in reference to your bicycle shorts that will degrade in the UV light. But windows on the world will be something that you think about when you ride behind Nicola. If you ever had a voyeuristic cell in your body, it will be erased by the too much information that you receive in riding with Nicola. The second sense is hearing. Despite the view, it is recommended to ride behind Nicola in approaching a stop sign. He will have an opinion about what the proper behavior of a bicyclist should be, and it may differ from yours that could include slowing or stopping. If he is behind you, you will hear a big commotion, clicking, opinions of what you should and should not be doing, and he might run you over. The third sense is taste. Nicola loves good food. He also loves talking. He will do both in a buffet line. As he moves through the buffet line, he will eat and he will talk. Food that is partially chewed will spew on the buffet line, on your plate, on the far wall of the dining hall. It is recommended to be far ahead of Nicola in a food line. But if you can't manage to do that, because he is still fast at 83, you can think that your immune system is being boosted as you eat your meal. What Nicola is most known for, the sense that will be excited around him, will be the sense of smell. You will be on a ride and you will think, what's that smell? Is that a skunk? Did they overturn the odious dairy ponds in Petaluma? Was that roadkill? And you will see that it is Nicola. You may think that this is a habit of an aging man, but his friend Miles Hersey tells me that even back in the 80s, when they would ride from the Golden Gate Bridge every day, that Nicola had a delightful habit of taking his cycling clothes and putting them in the back of the van and not really pulling them out until the next ride. The odor would be so delightful that it would be hard to really follow him after an hour. But I'd like to impress upon you that maybe if you relax and accept this part of Nicola, it could actually make the world a better place. We were on a bike ride out in Fort Ross a number of years ago. We were eating a snack at the Fort Ross store when a woman tried to drive away after filling her gas tank, but she didn't take the hose out of the tank. She drove away with such force that the pump lurched off the pedestal, spewing gasoline. Because we were in the protective cloud of Nicola's smell, we were unaffected by the fumes of the gasoline. We were easily able to saunter over and capture the license plate number and give that to the employees of the Fort Ross store so they could identify the person who had damaged their property. The final sense is feeling. I had said at the beginning that Nicola would eat my lunch, but he won't eat all of it. His generosity and his thoughtfulness are exhibited when we were coming back from a ride recently down Old Redwood Highway. I could tell that Nicola was bonking, i.e. losing energy. I gave him my Cliff Bar. He took a bite, and with saliva coming off the bar and the wrapper, he handed it back to me and said, "Hang on to this. You might need it for later." Mr. Toastmaster.